Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some more Formula 1 2021 My Team career. This time for a new season. Season 4 is here. Before we go to my head down below, like and subscribe. This is helped a lot. And here is the car, same livery, new team, new regulations. Let's see how well we do and let's get right into qualifying. So here we are, once again the season opener is at the Bahrain circuit, because I just feel like it's just a good track to start the season off at. You know, loads of overtakes most of the time, and just a really fun circuit with loads of overtaking opportunities. And here we are now, going into the season. There was a regulation change, and I'm pretty sure the only kind of section of the kind of R&D that wasn't affected at all was the powertrain. So we are still really good in a straight line with the Merc power unit, but everything else is just absolutely, you know, destroyed. Well, not really that destroyed. From aero and the kind of other thing, well, I'm not really sure what the other kind of part is called, but aero and the other thing, we've got about 50% done. But the thing that's taken the biggest hit is the durability, which is, well, I've only got 2 upgrades out of all of that I could kind of salvage and kind of transform into like the new regulations. So not really the best. We're going to probably get a couple of penalties further along in the season for changing a couple of things. Maybe not, I'm not too sure. It is of course a short season once again with 10 races. I have changed a couple of them up though from last season. As we come across the line, 6 tenths up and actually 4 tenths down on the last season over here. So that is the difference that we're facing. And our new teammate in Carlos Sainz, so we're going to see how well he does with Max Verstappen on pole, our old teammate Jack Aitken in the Red Bull on second place, and Lewis Hamilton in third place. Let's see what we can do during the race.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best at turn 1 of course, and then another soon into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula 1 underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And Jack Aitken completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Louis Delatraz, and Gasly, Norris, Sainz, Tsunoda, and Daniel Ricciardo, Joe, Stroll, Sebastian Vettel and Russell, Red, Latifi, Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher, Matsushita, Mazepin, Lundgaard, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are lined up in P50, not where we wanted to go, especially since looking at the R&D charts, we actually meant to be the 3rd best team behind Red Bull and Mercedes. We are there, supposedly 3rd, but as we can clearly see over here, doesn't really look like it. And it's mostly because of the aero, I'm pretty sure. The car just does not feel as kind of manoeuvrable as before. You know, last season, even in season 2 towards the end, our car just felt quite nimble, but this season, you know, after the regulation changes, did really take a big hit. And actually, going into the race, I had to change like my setup that I would normally use, because normally I'd have 3 on the front wing and had to change it up to 6 and actually on to 7 later on when I change onto the medium tyres. But over here on lap 3, of course, DRS activated, like, you know, every single race. Those are the rules. Lap 3, DRS activated. Hey, let's see if we can make kind of use of that. As we can see on the minimap already, about 3 cars already kind of out of the pack. So I'm guessing some damage for those 3 cars, especially the one right at the end, which is just in Sector 2 now. So already about half a lap down. So I'm not really sure what he's doing over there as we make a brilliant move down past our teammate, down into turn 1, Carlos Sainz. Did well to qualify in P8, already out qualifying us in the first race. You know, Jack Aiken, I'm pretty sure, did that a couple of times last season, but really good to see him move up to Red Bull, see what he can do at one of the top teams, or the top team at the moment, being, you know, the best, I guess, in terms of R&D. I was on lap 7, we pit in, well, lap 6, going on to 7, we pit in to change from the softs onto the mediums, and with this aero and all of the other kind of regulation changes, you know, just kind of basically resetting our car, not really, but mostly resetting our car. The tyres just felt so off, and the braking as well. I just really had a hard time getting used to it, but hopefully with all of the R&D kind of being focused towards the aero and the durability, and the third one, which I still can't remember what it could be, just focused on those 3. Hopefully by the end of the season, maybe start of the next season, we should be back up to where we kind of were at the end of last season. Hopefully towards the end of this season, hopefully, and then maybe next season we can finally fight for the championship, because last game, I'm pretty sure by season 4, I'm pretty sure we're already a 1-time at least, or 2-time world champion. But over here, I guess I have made it a lot harder for myself by moving up the AI level a lot, because over there I'm pretty sure I stopped at like 95, and over here I'm pretty sure before this race I moved up to, I'm pretty sure it's 96 or 97, one of those. But just we're fighting a lot harder AI over here, and it does really feel a lot better. It's a lot harder to overtake, and I really like it. I was a lap 9 over here, loads more people pit, and we actually move up to P6, so it looks like the undercut really worked out over here. And we can see Mick Schumacher still in the house, actually retiring out of the race with some sort of issue straight away. There was actually a couple of people with some penalties in the first race as well. And also another thing to note is that Perez has retired, with of course Jack Aiken taking a spot. As in lap 12, we actually make contact. Well, Louis Delatraz, our old teammate, makes contact with the back of our car. Now, as we see from his point of view, kind of my fault. I kind of moved over to take a better line going into turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3, but I kind of thought that you know, I left him more than enough space on the kind of outside of the corner, so I thought that I could kind of budge over, but I guess he didn't. But I guess looking at it from his point of view, I did really just move over on him. Luckily no penalty for us, but as you can see over here, Tsunoda actually got past him, but it took about half a lap before, or actually nearly a full lap actually, before the rest of the pack actually got past him, and that they actually only got past him once he actually went into the pit lane. So we have a nice buffer to Norris and the others of about 11 seconds. But here we see Yuki Tsunoda actually right beside us as we make a really bad move out of turn 10, I'm pretty sure that is, or turn 11, one of those. Really not really confident on the brakes. As I said before, you know, I'm pretty sure that has changed as well. I'm not really sure. They just feel weaker, but that's probably just more to do with the aero than anything else. But on the last lap, we have lost P6. Can we get it back? P6 would be a huge thing for us, especially after starting P15 and having high hopes at the start. I really thought that we were going to be fighting for a podium, maybe even the pole position this race, and not, you know, P6 and P15 in qualifying. But we do manage to get P6 after a really eventful race for us.
That's it for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain and a real champion's drive to take the win. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So the Red Bull won with Max Verstappen taking the win from Jack Aitken in second place and Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes coming in third place. We finished in P6. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, not really that lucky, finishing P11. I'm pretty sure getting stuck behind the Mercedes of Lou Dentras for quite some time. P6 in the driver standings, P5 in the constructors. Let's see how well we can do this season. But for now, that's good. So if you guys enjoyed, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.